everybody. You're watching Cartoons Etc. and I'm cartoonist A.F. Branco along with my friend Branco Gorman from Intellectual Frog Legs, who I understand has a video coming out very shortly in the next couple of days. And we're back. Probably talk a little bit about my trip to Hillsdale where I gave a presentation. I was very honored to do that. Same stage as Victor David Hanson, Rush Limbaugh, and many, many others were on that stage along with Larry Elder. So many to name, and to have me on that stage and be invited was probably one of the highest honors I've ever had. So anyway, we're going to talk about probably the Seahawks winning. That's up in my communist state of Washington, Seattle. We'll talk a little bit about that. The economy is doing really good. Surprisingly better than what the liberals would like it to be. I'm sure they would love a horrible, dismal economy. But Joe Dan put a little cold open for us, and it has a little bit of my speech in it. And while you're getting those comments ready and getting ready for the show and getting geared up, watch this great cold open that Joe Dan put together. Oops.
Thank you. Boy, who was that guy you were talking about?
Yeah.
I want to thank Hillsdale College for this gracious invitation.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
This is a hot jobs report. I mean, there's really nothing in this not to like. You're seeing a lot of sectors that had been softer, like manufacturing, for example, looking better. You're seeing numbers that really nobody expected.
I'm going to say that nobody's going to rain on my parade, and these numbers are what they are, and 50K. I made this hat 2 months ago. And the reason I made it is for exactly a day like today. All these naysayers steeped in politics continue to be negative. That's okay, because 50K says you've all been wrong. You keep from going in the water even though it's very hot outside. I say all the investment gurus out there, jump in the markets in the U.S. because global GDP is going to take a big ramp up, and the U.S. is leading the way.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, wow, Eve, here we are, one with nature, one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die. And all our dreams come true the instant that we have them.
Take this down. All right. Something went wrong. I don't know what went wrong with the cold open, but it just stopped. So anyway, let me bring on my friend Branco Gorman and see if we have some more technical difficulties here going on. Are you there?
Yeah, I didn't see a problem.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of, it's playing now. Huh. Let me I don't know what to do here.
Well,
open.
Looks like yeah, I mean, it's right in the middle. Let's try. Hang on. I'm looking.
Let's try
here.
to do one more time. Looks like it's still playing on
I'll ask everybody if they saw it, if it was working.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it looked like it was working here.
Yeah.
Somebody's Nunez referencing the jobs report, and that was part of the cold open. Did it not play at all for you?
it just stopped on my screen, but I assumed that it just stopped, so it was playing. So we'll play it again. You guys want to hear it again, or at least the rest of it?
Well, we can just pick up. Yeah, well, let's pick up the last part of it.
Okay.
Hang on, we've got to back it up a tad for that guy who figured out. Okay, try it here.
Okay.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, wow, Eve, here we are, at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die. And all our dreams come true the instant that we have them. And Eve said, yeah, it's just not enough, is it?
The very worst sin that's ever been committed was the murder of the Son of God. The very best thing that's ever happened on this planet was the death of the Son of God. And if God can make the worst thing the best thing, he can make your disappointment, even your sin, even your foolishness, work together for good.
We should be at 15%. I'll tell you, if our new head of the Fed, who I think is going to be great, and he's a really high quality person, but if he does the job that he's capable, we can grow at 15%. I think more than that.
To represent your country like this?
It feels amazing. I love representing the U.S. I freaking love living there. I love it, and I'm so happy I get to represent USA.
Okay, this is the Democrats watching the FBI confirm that Trump was the whistleblower on Epstein. It could be Thomas Massey.
Yeah.
Marco.
All right. We're back.
All right. So now we're kind of back in the groove. Now I'm supposed to be here. See, I'm not supposed to be here before that until that ends.
Yeah.
So I was discombobulated.
Yeah. Well, everybody, welcome Jodan Gorman from Intellectual Frog Glaze. I need some audience. Hey.
Yeah. Well, that's what's missing.
Can't audience.
Well, we need something because when you tell a good joke and it's dead quiet, it's like, well, I think it was good. It might have been good, but it might have sucked. I don't know.
But you're used to that, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty much used to that.
I'm just kidding. You tell great jokes.
Well.
So, anyway, we Seahawks won.
Yeah. Branco came back and watched his Seahawks after a multi-year absence, and so welcome back. You know, a lot of people don't watch NFL, and I don't blame them. They got all the reasons in the world, and we didn't watch the halftime stuff.
Mm-mm.
But you know what? I'm one of those people. I love football, and I'm not going to let these communists take something else from me. They took our NBA. They've taken so much, and so I'm going to keep fighting for the foosball. But I understand that people who disagree. That's fine. Good on you.
Did anybody watch the alternative Super Bowl halftime?
That was I was actually surprised because I'm real picky, and they did an extremely good job. I'm just about production-wise. And then you look at the numbers.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things, they've been trying to gaslight everybody. Say, well, Bad Bunny had like 138 million viewers. Well, no. What happened? That many people tuned in for the Super Bowl. But what they're leaving out is for the number of viewers from the second quarter through halftime dropped at a historical low.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they don't tell that, but I mean the fact that they're still counting. I mean it's over 25 million that tuned in to Turning Point.
Mm-hmm.
That is a significant hit. That's a significant amount of viewers,
Right.
and you got to keep in mind they had 60 days to put on some to compete with the NFL, who's been planning for a year.
Right.
Yeah, or more if you count how long they've had the city reserved.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, let's see who we got there. We got. What do you guys think about the Turning Point USA thing? Did y'all like it?
I'm sure most of the people here watched it, so I'd like to see what their feedback is.
And to be honest, I didn't even know. The only one I'd ever heard of was Kid Rock, and I like Kid Rock fine. I mean, it's never been like one of my favorites, but God bless him.
Yeah,
that's fine. I mean, but that last, he did that song. He added that verse where he talked about Jesus, and and dedicating it to Charlie Kirk.
Right. Was he the original writer of that song?
I think so. But then the next day on iTunes, he kicked the crap out of that Bad Bunny. He went that version of that song was shot straight to #1, and Bad Bunny and everybody else is down there in the dust. So God bless him. That was really
from what
cool.
I understand. From what I understand, it was just a lot of profanity with in Spanish. Is that true?
Oh, it's more than profanity. I mean, you're talking about graphic pornography language.
Wow.
I mean, the most vile names for every body part and what you do and all these things.
Yeah.
And if those words would have been sung in English, the FCC would have cut that broadcast, shut it down immediately.
Yeah.
And I hope they take action, because there's some people, because uttering the F-bomb, which they did multiple times in Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
Doing that one time in English, it can be a massive fine. Massive fine. And so I hope they burn him up. And I hope that Roger Goodell gets fired. I hope we can eventually get our football back.
Well, I wonder why you can't say certain things in English, profanity and all the stuff that he put in there, but it's okay to say it in Spanish.
Nobody speaks Spanish.
Yeah, not very many. They say about what 20% of Americans, if that, speak or understand.
No, there's a lot. There's a lot of. I mean, I know, especially in Arizona and Texas along the border.
Yeah, but nationally,
I don't know, but it's not that much. You're right. I think it's probably you might bet that sounds about right. 20%.
Yeah. Let's get on with some cartoons here. I've got a couple of weeks of cartoons to share, and while I was away, some of these things, the topic has kind of passed us by, but still semi-relevant.
Oh, they'll be back next week.
Yeah, mostly peaceful protest weapons.
Because this topic will be recurring, especially during this midterm election year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think people are getting sick of it. The poll numbers are totally in Trump and ISIS favor, and people are sick of this lawlessness. So anyway, another one from back then, a couple weeks ago: march peacefully and patriotically. Insurrection, and a lot of that is just a diversion to of their own fraud in Minnesota and their own inability to control things.
It's a cesspool of just the most immoral corruption. Just
real. That is real insurrection. forget this grandma's taking selfies in the Capitol business.
Yeah.
This is
no.
real insurrection where people are dying and people are getting hurt and they're destroying property. You had one person shot at J6, Babbitt, and she wasn't armed and she wasn't putting cops in danger in any way. Yet this guy shot her and he became a hero. And
yeah, you heard he got, not only did he get promoted and he got moved up to Baltimore, but now he's also got a daycare franchise.
Oh, go figure.
I swear. I thought, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So that's the new thing, you know.
Yeah.
People used to say, I'd like to buy a McDonald's. No, let's buy a daycare.
Easy money. You don't even need kids.
You don't need kids.
Yeah.
You just need somebody to do a little paperwork. There's Don Lemon.
Yeah.
What a disgusting.
Yeah, he's in trouble. He's in trouble because
he's a lot more trouble than he thinks. He's calling himself a new civil rights icon.
Yeah, but he claims to be a journalist, but a journalist isn't allowed to break a law and infringe. He says freedom of speech. Well, your freedom of speech ends when you disrupt somebody's freedom of religion, and that's exactly what he did. So he broke the law, and I hope he gets some kind of penalty out of it.
Yeah, but see, he gave a speech. I think it was yesterday, where because he's out of jail temporarily, and he's bragging that he's like one of the Martin Luther King or Harriet Tubman or something like that. He's like, but he's a Martin Luther Queen.
Yeah, Martin Luther Queen.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I got that one. I see
Martin Luther
there.
Queen. Yeah, you see that. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then, of course, we have this when we need to change. Democrats are kind of pushing Waltz out and bringing in Klobuchar, but she's not going to be much different. She's still going to be against ICE. And
right in line with that, there's an image circulating where you have each one of those characters, Waltz and Klobuchar, with that Alex Soros.
Oh yeah,
and they're both recent. So he's like, who really owns Minnesota? I hope that's who I want to see. The Soros. I want to see these big people go down.
Yeah,
and I believe they're going to, but I don't think they're going to be the first to go.
No,
I think they'll be the last ones.
Yeah. Somebody in the other chat asked about Hillsdale. I'm trying to find it here. Gotta see.
There's a link. You need to pop the link up so people can go to Hillsdale and watch it because your full speech is available.
Yeah, it is available. It's on Twitter. It's on Truth Social. So if you go to either one of those, you can see the whole speech. And it's about, the speech itself is about 35 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes. And then.
But it only seems like 3 hours. So.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, buddy. Then they have some question and answer period. And they ask me questions and I answer them, horribly. No, I'm just kidding. I did the best I could. And
people are bragging on him. People are bragging on him, not me, but other people are bragging on him.
I wouldn't expect any better. But it was a lot of fun. And I'm going to show a couple of pictures later on as we get through these. And then another one from Minnesota. And this one I did for alphanews.org. The mayors were complaining because they need money to run their cities. And Minnesota's broke. Wonder why they're broke.
Yeah.
And the mayors are upset because they're not having any money to, and so a lot of their money comes from the state.
I want to say another thing, speaking of Minnesota here, and we already talked about your new love for your Seattle Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Seattle just got their quarterback, Sam Darnold, this past season.
Mm.
And luckily, apparently the Somalians with their high IQ are in charge of the Minnesota Vikings because they traded away that great quarterback.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, good job, Minnesota. Good job.
He
And
did
then he went 14-3 last year with Minnesota, and they cut him.
That's crazy.
It should be the Minnesota Somalian Pirates. They should, go get away from the Vikings and just go straight to Somalian Pirates.
No, yeah. Go on to the next one here.
Okay.
And I did this for Americans for Limited Government. I've got thousands of reasons to vote against the SAVE Act. Thousands of illegal Democrat votes. Actually, millions, but it read better this way.
Yeah. Artistic license.
Artistic license. But
yeah, and these excuses they're coming up with to vote against the SAVE Act. It's like, they can't possibly believe that. Well, who has time to get to pull out their birth certificate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! But they're so dedicated to corruption. I mean, you talk about dedication. Fully.
I don't know how they hide the fact that there's only one reason you don't want voter ID. They're
not hiding it very well.
No, they're trying to hide it. They're claiming that's why women won't be able to vote if we have voter ID. What? They were claiming, I guess the blacks won't be able to vote. That kind of wore out. So now they moved on to women won't be able to vote without voter ID. And 80% of the American people, and that includes a lot of Democrats and Republicans, want voter ID.
Yeah, it's like 83 or 85%.
Yeah.
95% of Republicans and 74% of Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's you got a full house there.
Oh,
that should get done.
Mm-hmm.
That should get, but it's going to be a big primary year. And but we've got a lot to be encouraged over too, because in addition to all the primaries against these rhinos, we have a lot of Democrat areas that we could flip. A lot of Democrat seats we could flip, and maybe in Pennsylvania, and what Nevada and Arizona and California.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of seats we can flip. And no joke, because they're not going to be, even if we don't have all of our safety measures in place, they're not going to be able to cheat like they've been able to. Yeah, they did everything. They didn't care who saw them cheating.
No.
They
don't care. The thing is, they don't care about any of that if they can gain power from it. They have no shame about gaining power. Anyway, they'll cheat. They'll put lawfare all over their opponents. They have no shame whatsoever.
I think they call them communists.
Yeah,
I think that's what they call them, communists.
Show me the man. Show me the man. I'll show you the crime.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and we got next one here. It looks like the Epstein file.
I like that. I hadn't seen that one.
Yeah, the Epstein file thing that the Democrats have been pushing so hard for is starting to backfire in a big way. Coming back.
I like that one. I like that one. I hadn't seen that.
And that's the final one. But this Epstein file, you were saying earlier that it's all coming out now that Trump was the one that turned Epstein in to the law enforcement.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, they and now the Democrats, ABC News had to put that headline. And they were crying and soiling themselves at the same time.
It's funny that the Hillsdale presentation, there was 4 or 5. They had Mark Helburn. They had, I can't think of her name, Amber Duke. This gentleman named John Koss from Chicago, from the Chicago Tribune. And they had some really good speakers there, and this was what it was all about. Was the mainstream media has lost the trust of the people, and it's brought about a really robust alternative media where people can go to get actual information. And one of the points was that gentleman that uncovered, that kid that uncovered Somali fraud with just a camera and social media.
Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley, the mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC, CBS, they should have been the ones that uncovered that instead of some kid with a camera, surely.
And then they should, but then instead of doing that, they're attacking the kid.
Yeah.
They're having people come up trying to undermine his solid work.
Absolutely.
And people see that. And that's why, and then you brought up Mark Halperin, who I've been very pleased with him over the recent months, since he's kind of gotten back doing his little new show. But here lately, since you met him, he's been doing all these liberals. What the hell?
He's doing it. Yeah. And he never claimed to be a conservative, or he claims to be impartial, one of the true impartial journalists. And what he's trying to do is put this two-way program together where you bring conservatives and liberals together in a format like a telecommunication thing where they have discussions. If you get combative in any way, you get kicked off. So you have to have a discussion about your point of view, present it, and then and it's both ways. And so that you're not screaming at each other, you're talking with each other. And I thought it was a decent idea. It's not my thing, but his speech was all about that. Really wasn't hitting on conservatives or liberals. He was very articulate about it. But anyway, I'm going to close this one out. So we're done with that.
That's a great tune. That's a great tune.
Well, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I'll show some of the cartoons that I showed at Hillsdale. A couple of pictures. Jennifer, one of our listeners or watchers, she was there, and we got.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say Jennifer was there, and it was good to see somebody from the chat in the audience. Kind of made me feel a little more comfortable. I was still nervous. I mean, I couldn't help but be a little bit nervous. I've never done that kind of thing before. So, but
oh man, they say speaking in public, the fear of speaking in public is even more intense than the fear of dying. That there is a study out there. Yeah. I mean, it's a new level of panic.
Well, you could tell Mark Halperin's speech. The guy is very smooth. He didn't look down at his paper one time.
Well, but once you do it a few times, you're good. Those first times, man.
Well, I remember Scott Adams. He was one of the I think he was the highest paid speaker in the United States for a while there. But he talks about how his first few went, and he said they went really bad. He had to perfect it. He had to get used to doing it in order to make it work. And so I could see where if I was to do a few of them, if there is another time, they'll get better. Although I can't say I did that bad, for what it was, But you know what? We have to have some videos. We got a couple of videos to show before we run out of time.
Did I bring any?
You brought a few.
Okay. Well then.
We got that sheriff.
Oh yeah, we got. I mean, you talk about it. Well, we've discussed how stupid the Democrats and their voters are.
Yeah.
But let's not overlook the achievements of their elected officials.
Right.
They got this one dude where he's sheriff over in North Carolina, and he doesn't even know what the branches of government are. No clue. Zero clue. I mean, this is like, let it roll.
Government do you operate under? Mecklenburg County.
It's playing.
What branch of government do you operate under, Sheriff?
Is it playing there?
Yeah, it's playing.
Okay.
It's not playing for you?
No.
Well, hang on, I'm going to take it down.
Okay.
And well, it shows up. Maybe you're not.
Let me. Okay, hang on, folks. I'm going to try to turn off my. I've got this VPN thing, and it keeps popping up. So I'm going to turn it off and see if that changes anything.
Yeah, because that's why you stopped the cold open. It's because it stopped on your end.
Yeah.
But it was still playing for everybody else.
Okay.
And anyway, do you see it? Do you see it in the?
Well, yeah, I saw
it. The thing. Okay.
Yeah, I saw. You want to play it again, or did everybody?
Try it again.
Okay, we'll try it again. See, I've got a new computer, so it's reconfigured things to where I have to figure out where to shut things off and turn things on. So let me play it again.
Government do you operate under?
It's playing.
Okay, I see
What
it.
branch of government do you operate under, Sheriff?
Oh my God.
Constitution of the United States.
Correct. That is what establishes the branches of government. I'm asking which branch you fall under.
Mecklenburg County. I'm a duly sworn Mecklenburg County Sheriff. We answer to the people of Mecklenburg County.
This was not where I was anticipating getting stuck. Are you aware of how many branches of government there are?
No.
Oh my gosh.
For the sake of debate, I will move on and say there are 3 branches of government: legislative, executive, judicial. Of those 3, which do you believe you fall under?
I believe I fall under the last one.
Would you say it to me?
Judicial.
Okay. You are incorrect, sir. You fall under the executive.
Dude, is a sheriff a judge? Yeah, is a sheriff a judge?
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh, how can you? That's like, isn't that something you learn in 5th grade?
Yep.
There's 3 branches of government.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that's
what they put. That's the quality of people they put up there. And as long as they have a D behind their name, that's all they care about, because they cheat so bad.
Oh, yeah.
They don't give a damn. And that's why we've always said communism does not need intelligence, just obedience.
Mm-hmm.
And he's proof right there.
Yep. And that's the little foible there is that's live. That's live TV. you get to check it all out. We don't have an engineer, so that gives us the feed. Somebody we can blame other than me for messing things up.
Yeah, man. We've been using this no engineer excuse for like 2 years.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Let's see what else we have here is
we haven't said hello to anybody over here.
Well, let's do that. There's Fancy and Squicky. Squicky, you're late. We were waiting Squicky was late getting here.
Yeah, he was.
And so it's Squicky's fault that we didn't say hello till now. Then we got, I'm not sure how to say that, Utrid PR, UHTRED.
Yeah.
And he who says the Democrat Party is a corrupt, violent, criminal organization. Yeah. Well, those are their good part. Those are good points.
That's their good points. Yeah. I'm trying to find. I'm going to try and find that. Anyway, you have another video right up for while that's playing. I'll try and find the link.
Oh yeah, Rob Schneider, man. Hey, this is a great joke he tells.
Mm-hmm.
And it solved a lot of problems. I got to admit, he's discussing women voting.
I would love to read his hate mail after this.
Obviously have a higher capacity for empathy than men. But that empathy can be manipulated into giving empathy for people who don't deserve it. And that's a problem. And they can be manipulated into doing things that are not in their best interest. And that's why, Greg, I want our audience to consider amending the 19th Amendment.
Really?
Now I'm not saying, whoa, wait a minute, I'm not saying I don't want you to vote. I'm just saying Not for the important stuff.
Yeah.
No, but let me hear me out. You can still vote. No. There's plenty of, ladies, there's plenty of things for you to still vote for. America's Got Talent, Dancing with the Stars, the school board, Employee of the Month at Whole Foods. There's plenty for you to still get excited about and vote. I'm just saying for the big stuff, leave it to the less suicidal, empathetic humans, men.
Whoa. He don't
That's
care.
pretty good stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. What else you got there?
Well, we've got, you know what? I saw this guy, and somebody said, check out his voice. I mean, he looks like a major nerd, like he sells pocket protectors. You know, and check his voice out. I'm like, what the hell? It's not AI or anything like that. I checked him out, but check him out.
All right.
What if Sweet Home Alabama was classic tune? It probably sound like this. Big wheels keep on turning. Carry me home so I can sing a song about the Southland. I miss Alabama once again, and I think it's a sin. Yeah. Well, I heard Mr. Young sing about her. Well, I heard old Neil put her down. Well, I hope Neil Young will remember. Southern men don't need him around anyhow. Sweet home Alabama. Well, the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama. Lord, I'm coming home to you. Yeah, here I come.
Whoa. You know, I used to have glasses like that when I was in grade school, but they had tape in the middle, right? The white piece of tape.
That dude is whoa, what the hell? It sounds like a big old black dude, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did. He really did. William Shatner did a wait a minute.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like a dog story. A dog story.
Okay, okay. Here's a tear jerker. No, okay.
Yeah.
The dog does not die.
Yeah.
The dog does not die. The dog is actually a hero, if I can. Man, they have these delays. I'm on the right screen. I'm waiting for it to populate.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. They're populating now. Let's see.
Nunya, South Carolina girl, Anna Lestenberg, Mike Howard original. Thanks for joining us. Cindy. Boy, we got quite a few over here talking it up. They're having their own little party over here, Jodan. Tex. Original damn deplorable. Thank you guys for being there. I like to read these after the show to get an idea what you guys are talking about, but we really appreciate it. Yeah, they were grooving to that song, looks like.
Oh, yeah. Man, that dude can sing now. That's somebody, it's like Buddy. He kind of look like Buddy Holly.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy Holly meets, I don't know what.
Buddy Holly meets Bill Gates.
Oh, my.
You ready? Which one you
Yeah, the first one's a dog. The first
Okay,
one's a
here's
dog.
the
It's
dog.
waiting on
You're
you.
not going to believe this story. A 3-year-old goes missing in freezing weather, and Louisville Metro Police launch everything. Foot patrols, drones, air units, full search mode. Every parent's worst nightmare. And then this happens.
Oh, what's up, dude? There's a dog. Where's he at? Let's go.
That's Officer Josh Thompson responding to a dog that seemed to have something important to say.
Not a K9 unit, not someone's leash pet, just a random collie-looking dog jumping, barking, insistent. Body cam footage shows the dog literally trying to get officers to follow him.
It led me all the way back to the backyard. At that point, I'm thinking, okay, this kid's in this backyard.
And this dog leads him straight to an unlocked car. And inside, the missing 3-year-old. Cold, scared, but alive.
And sure enough,
The dog went right to the back bumper. Check the rear here. Goes to the back bumper and just sat there.
yeah, he's right here. After a quick lesson in car locks,
Grab and pull it. There we go! I don't think I've ever seen a happier kid in my life. He jumped out of the car, bear hugged my neck, and wouldn't let go.
Good job, buddy. The dog had cracked the case.
And the officer on the scene said it best.
Man, I don't know where the dog came from, but it was a blessing from God that day.
And here's the wild part. After the rescue, the dog just disappears. The owner's unknown, no one claims it. Louisville police actually called him a real-life lassie. Now, I'm just saying, dog spelled backwards is God. Coincidence or something bigger? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
And here's the thing about that dog. Officer Thompson says he'd been patrolling that neighborhood for 2 years and had never seen the dog before that moment. And he hasn't seen the dog since that day. And to this very day, the department still does not know who the dog belongs to.
Wow. That's a good story, isn't it?
It is. And I believe, God speaks in mysterious ways. And if you're listening, he speaks through animals, I believe, and he speaks through just some different
Any way he wants to.
Yeah, any way.
Yeah, he can get, yeah. That's
and if you're listening, like if that policeman was listening, he was paying attention. And sometimes if you're paying attention, you can hear him. We have a few cartoons from Hillsdale. I got a few pictures. Let me just throw a couple of pictures. Now, if you go to my Twitter account and you go to True Social, my Facebook accounts, you can hit the link. But I will show this couple of pictures anyway that I had there. Let me put it up. Okay. Here we go. Share screen, hit the buttons. God, why do they have to have so many buttons? Here's, I'll try to bring it up closer. There's the one that Jennifer took from the audience. And then there's this one that
Branco and his had your nice tie on, man, and cleaned up.
Yeah, I had to buy a suit and tie for this occasion.
Did you return them in time to get a full refund?
Yeah, I sure did. No, I have it just in case I have to do another one of these someday. But and then this is Amber Duke from Daily Caller, and she gave a great speech, very articulate, very professional. And Mark Halpern right there.
There he is. Yeah, he's a good guy. He knows how to. He's a better journalist than most people give him credit for, because he does go back both sides, and and he's a decent guy. It seems that way.
Yeah, he is. He seems that way to me. He tries to be impartial, and that was they had two large screens on both sides of the podium. I mean, these screens were huge, probably the largest I've ever seen my cartoons displayed. And this is what they had up when people walked into the auditorium.
That was always my favorite cartoon. That was like 2016 when Trump came out, or 2017, and just lit up the media.
Yeah.
They're like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, and I don't.
Donald Trump.
I don't think I'm going to show the cartoons I did. I prefer you see them while I'm speaking, because
you don't want to
give them away. I don't want to give them away. And like I said, if you go to, let me see if I can pull that up from. See, okay, here it's here. Let me see if I can get to the actual link Where's the copy button? Okay, there we go. And I'm going to try to post it in both chats so that
There you
people
go.
then you can watch it later.
You know, we had my grandson's first birthday this past weekend, and I was reading through some like little nursery rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like reading one of them. How the hell did Rub-a-Dub-Dub 3 Men in a Tub become a nursery rhyme?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell's going on there? I don't think we want to know.
I don't know. Yeah, so
but that's not good. That's not good.
So I've got the link up there. So you want to watch it later. You want to grab it now and then watch it later. Great. Anyway, we got some more videos to work on here.
Yeah, am I the only one that's bothered by the Rub-a-Dub-Dub 3 Men in a Tub thing for children?
No.
I guess so.
3 Men in a Tub. It sounds kind of gay, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like there's some Democrats involved. Pete Buttigieg.
You got a picture that where I don't want to give it away, so I'm trying to figure out how.
Oh, okay. I know you're talking about the Babylon Bee. They report some really good stuff.
Yeah.
And hold on. Anyway, before, I'll get that. We've got that clip here that's up and ready to go of Fetterman over on CNN, and he's telling them that the left is a lot nastier than the right.
Yeah.
And Dana Bash is like, well, whatever do you mean?
And as she
so
speaks,
that's
as she speaks from her little bubble.
Well, and then, but you know, Fetterman's turned out to be the only even semi-rational Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, semi-decent. But anyway, it's up there. It's ready.
He might be looking at his constituency, though.
He is. He's actually representing the people of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And he's voting for the SAVE Act, while we got lunatics like Lisa Murkowski up in Alaska.
Republican.
Who says, she's not. I'm not going to vote again. I'm not going to vote for the SAVE Act because we don't want to federalize our elections.
Oh, shut up.
You know what? She was handed that seat. It was her dad's.
Yeah.
And then she came in and brought this, something type of voting, a ranked choice voting.
Yeah, it's not representative of the people at all.
No, she's a liar and a cheat, and we need to get those people out here. But that's what I'm saying. This is a primary year, and we got a lot of cool things. And Trump, I think we mentioned last time, he's announced he's going to do an RNC convention. And those are reserved for presidential years. But he's like, So he's going to have one this year. And then so that's going to be like a giant Trump rally.
Mm-hmm.
Then look at all the 250th birthday events coming up. And how many of those do you think he'll turn into a Trump rally?
No kidding.
And he has no intentions of losing.
No.
Now, are we going to lose a few? Well, we might not win everything we want. But if we fight and we can flip some of those, flipping the Democrat seats, that's going to be good stuff.
We got to treat this election as important as we did on November 25th.
Well, the thing is,
or November 5th.
Yeah, this is the most important election ever. Well, since the last one, that was the most important ever. And they're both that.
If Trump doesn't, if we don't win this, all we're going to get for the next 2 years is nothing. The Democrats and in the Senate, House and the Senate are not going to pass anything that Trump wants through, and all they're going to do is try and impeach him for 2 more years. And
we're not going to let it happen. We're not going to let it happen.
We can't let it happen. We got to fight.
Hell no. We've got patriots. No, we're and then plus, like we were saying, we may not have all the safeguards in place, but their cheating is going to be reduced significantly.
Right.
Especially the illegals who might go in to vote. I don't know, mijo. I don't think I want to vote this year. Tom Homan might be there. Oh no, mijo.
Yeah, for sure. Let's watch this video. I was going to say Fetterman.
Far left. That is pretty remarkable to hear you say that as an elected Democrat. Why?
Wait a minute.
You said, quote, "I've drunk deeply of the venom of both the left and the right. As a connoisseur, I can confirm that the most poisonous, the bitterest, is from the far left." That is pretty remarkable to hear you say that as an elected Democrat. Why?
No. It's just been my personal experience on this thing. And when I asked my digital team, I said, we're on all the platforms. Really, what's kind of the harshest? What's kind of the most personal? And the answer was immediate. He said, "Oh, blue sky. It's blue sky." And the difference is, the right would say really rough things and names. Some names I won't repeat on TV, but the on the left, it was like they want me to die, or that we're cheering for your next stroke, or that's terrible that depression won. Why couldn't it depression won? And I hope your kids find you. They even have like the graphic, a GIF where they have like a stroke, in your head, cheering at that. Yeah, and they said that. I remember one. They claimed, "Oh, the doctor let us down, and why did they have to save his life?" Just really, like, I just can't imagine. People are wishing, I wish he dies, or I want him to die. Literally cheering for a stroke. And I don't know what the kind of a place where that comes from. That's much different than just calling me a name. That's really been consistent, in that community online.
And he's telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
She can't really be that shocked.
No. Even Bill Maher is saying, it's the same thing Bill Maher is saying. He said the people on the left most of the people on the left are not civilized with their speech or the manners on social media. So,
but like he was calling them the far left, and so does Bill Maher. But the thing is that far left is the Democrat Party.
They're dominating. They're dominating.
They are there. They are the far left. There is no moderate Democrat.
Marxist,
maybe Fetterman.
Maybe Fetterman. But Marxism has hijacked the Democrat Party, and it's taken people a while to realize that. I've talked to a lot of people who used to vote Democrat, years and years of voting Democrat, their grandfather, their dad, and then all of a sudden they're still voting kind of Democrat. But I talked to one older guy, he's probably my age. He says it's getting hard. He says he's not voting. He said, "I'm not going to vote for Republican, but I can't vote for the Democrats." And like I told him, I said, the Marxists have hijacked your party, sir. So you have a okay. We got
already. We got one. Yeah, this is one where I thought it was like one of those gags. It was one of those tricks to get you to click, but it's not. And that's the one with the yellow there.
Yep. I'll click it, see if you guys can figure it out.
So I saw this post on the internet and thought it was very interesting. Guys only. How long did it take you? And then I saw the original post and read the comments and the same thing. Guys like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" I saw my other friend. She's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I don't see anything. You mean the girl in the yellow just right here?" No, I mean Godzilla in the background. Godzilla's in the background. And so I was like, "Oh, I saw it from the beginning." No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Like most people, you saw his picture, you saw the girl in the yellow dress. You was like, "What is monster suit with me?"
Will Shad here, bringing.
Oops. Hang on, let me. You got to set this one up.
Okay, yeah, that was
started from the beginning. I accidentally.
Yeah, I hate to admit I didn't see Godzilla until he pointed it out.
Either did I. Yeah.
So, but this one is William Shatner doing a fiber commercial, and he's playing the character of Will Shat. Will Shat. Think about it, and it's a Raisin Bran commercial. It's funny.
Will Shadd here, bringing fiber to the masses with Kellogg's Raisin Bran. Duty calls.
Will Shadd?
Every darn day.
Whoa.
Bye. Will Shadd in the house.
Wait, Will Shadd where?
Never mind. It's the fiber time. Is that Dr. Shih Tzu? Perfect.
Will Shadd in the car! Oh,
You're too low for this shit. Kellogg's Raisin Bran. High fiber, happy gut.
Oh man,
some years old. That guy's 90-some years old.
Like 93 or something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he was his character as Captain Kirk. You have some of the worst acting, but he was just perfect for the role.
Mm-hmm.
But his best role, I hate to say it, was when he plays Denny Crane. I don't know if anybody remembers Boston Legal.
Oh,
if you haven't, the first few seasons we binge watched it. I think a year ago or something. The first few seasons are really good until they get political, and then they get political. And but the first few seasons are excellent, and he's Denny Crane. He shoots a guy. He shoots a black guy who's trying to mug him. Anyway, it's good stuff. What else we got here?
Yeah, what else you got here?
Oh, I don't know.
What about the guy, the escape artist? He robs a store.
Oh, this guy robs. Okay, we got to kind of set it up. This guy robs a jewelry store, and he takes a forklift, and he lifts up the metal thing that slides down that protects the store, the metal gates. He raises it up, and he gets in there and steals a bunch of gold, and he rides off. He gets away riding a donkey. Yeah. That's good stuff here, man.
Let's
watch
put it up.
him. See, there he is. He's taking that forklift, got it raised up. Now he's in the store. He's like, okay, let's get some stuff here. He ended up stealing a bunch of gold, and now he's off. He's done. He's gone.
Oh my
they never saw Pedro or the Burro again. I just thought that was lovely. I loved it. I loved it.
That's funny. You got SNL, Crazy Karen.
We got this. Crazy Karen. We'll hold off on the SNL. We'll do the Crazy Karen.
Okay. Got it coming up.
Like this is it. Yeah, this is her in the second position. Yep. I mean, these people are just anyway. Another Karen.
Everyone that walks by here and always screaming at people. No, I haven't walked by recently. Okay, because a lot of people walk by.
Not recently.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You are voting for the devil. Don't you know that? No. Why are you voting for him? Because I believe he is the moral candidate. Oh my God. F you for that one. That's moral? That's how your side acts. Oh my God. He's the most immoral person around. In your opinion, that's okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. God bless you.
F you. God bless you.
Wow,
you.
Man.
They're crazy. There's millions of them out there. Yeah. You can't have another opinion or no. Yeah. So anyway, we got what else you got?
Well, see what else we got. We got some good. We got what music did we pick? Oh yeah, we got a little bit of different music, but it's really fun. It's really fun. Let's see if there's anything else.
Well, you got a bad job description, Mr. Smith.
The bad. Yeah. Well, we'll do the Mr. Smith, and then we'll go to the end.
Okay.
But Donald Trump posted this. Basically, it's just a trailer for Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, kind of.
Yeah.
But there's so many parallels. But Trump has this romantic vision of America that he's fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's ready for you to hit play.
Will raise his right hand. You solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which you are about to enter. So help you God. So help you God.
I do. I know Jefferson Smith, and I will personally vouch for him.
There's been a big mistake.
Why don't you tell the people the truth for a change?
You're not a senator. You're an honorary stooge.
This country is bigger than the Taylors, or you, or me, or anything else. Great principles don't get lost once they come to light. They're right here. You just have to see them. Somebody will listen to me.
No, it's good. I think it's time for me to watch that movie again.
Yeah. Apparently, it's been re-released in 4K.
Really?
It was just extra high def.
Yeah. Well,
Extreme.
I want to thank everybody for being here. It's good to be back. Go watch the video, the Hillsdale video, and critique it all you want. Like I said, it's my first of all places to give your first speech at. Your first time doing something like that. And they were very gracious. The audience was fabulous, and they treated me like a king. And I can't say enough about it. I had a lot of people coming up to me and saying,
Somebody wants to get invited back.
I doubt if that'll happen soon. But it's if I never do, it's a high point in my life and in my cartooning career.
Well, you should be very proud of that. Yeah, I mean that's impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah, I kind of had imposter syndrome there, standing there where all these big names have stood. Victor David Hansen, I think RFK stood there. I think just Newt Gingrich, all of these guys. They and you're standing there, some Tar Heel from California, and you wonder how you got there. But I really appreciate them doing it. And
didn't you say it was like a small? They had their own small town and then their own motel or something.
Yeah, well, it's not a very large college, but they have their own hotel, and it hosts they have their guests, and it's like a regular hotel. I'm not sure that it's open to the public, but a lot of their speakers and guests that belong to Hillsdale.
Did you steal any of the soap or the shampoo or something?
I took the nuts. I took what else did I take? Stuff that they say you could take. I took, and they left a couple of books. I didn't take those because I have such a stack of reading I have to do. But the what do you call it? The almanac. The people that have gotten there before. The older people that have gone to the school, who are a big part of the school, who are used to be the faculty. And they have these things about 4 times a year at a convention like this, and they have speakers lined up, and so that's where they use the hotel for. So anyway, it was a great experience. Go check out the video, and you guys, we'll see you next Wednesday when we'll be back. If everything goes okay.
And you're going to enjoy this song, I think.
Yeah.
I always like this song. In fact, Jerry Reed is playing. And he came to I had a little studio in Hazard, Kentucky. And in my garage, I was like 18 or 19 years old. And he came in and jammed with me for a while, about an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
Oh, wow. That's a good story.
Oh, man, it was fun.
I love the guy.
Oh, and we were playing, and then he was down there with my uncle. My uncle was a big wig, and he yelled in there and said, "Come on, Jerry, we gotta go." He says, I'm busy. I've been here with this boy. Okay. And he stayed another half hour hanging out with me.
So did you show him some guitar licks? You show him some of your guitar licks?
We played.
Teach him a few things?
Yeah. He's one of those extremely awesome pickers. Yeah, I was just, it was so fun. It was so fun. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. Enjoy the closing tunage. Yep. And we'll see you next week. And God bless.
See ya.
1, 2, 3, go. Break a 1 9. How about that bandit you got them ears on, son? Eastbound and down, loaded up and something. We gonna do what this ain't can't be done. We got a long way to go, and ain't short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run. Keep your foot hard on the pedal, son, never mind them brakes. Let it all hang out, cause we gotta run the bank. Well, the boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana, and we'll bring it back no matter what it takes. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what this it can't be done. We got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run. Pick it, son. He's out on your trail, and he ain't gonna rest till you're in jail. So you gotta dodge him, you got to duck him, you gotta keep that beetle trucking. Just put that hammer down and keep it here. Eastbound and down, load it up and truck it. We gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run. Good son. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care if I do die, but if I do die, I ain't interested in going to heaven. I just want to come down here in Austin and hang out with you dudes. Good night. God bless you. Till I see you again somewhere. You got the one snowman saying thanks for being so wonderful. And thanks you folks for watching on. I'm sorry that we had so many, what you call it? But we love you. God bless you. The one snowman saying good night. I'm gone. Bye.